Namaste, good morning. Thank you for joining today. As always, please practice according to your ability level and your comfort level. You can do the modification, you can do the variations if you feel comfortable with them and you're familiar with them. Otherwise, please adapt according to your level, and please be mindful that everything that we do is an offering. And so if we offer up, if we go to a place of pain and suffering and anxiety and distress, that's what we're offering up. And so just try to feel good in the practice and just try to deliver the best benefits through your experience on the mat. So on that note, let's begin. Sit tall and straight, close the eyes, bring the attention inward. Before creation, what existed? God was always there in the midst of it all, and will still be there even beyond the end of this universe. Attune your consciousness to that of God's. Begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Om. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh, let's begin with the seed mantras, the bija mantras. There is a sound associated with each of the chakras, the main energy sources, along the central one, the central psychic channel. And the psychic channel is coincident with the spine. So you just imagine all these energy centers, 7 of them, along that line. So when we when we stimulate those, we're imagining we're opening them up. Imagine that they're like gates, and through those gates the energy can pass. The energy sits at the base of the spine, and when it releases, it can go all the way up to the crown. When it gets up to the crown, it's said that divine bliss, you can get the experience of divine bliss. So let's try to trigger that divine bliss through our attention on these different energy centers. But remember that in order for the energy to come up, we have to be able to, we have to be in observance of the ethical rules in order to trigger that, in order to initiate that. So always stay in observance of the ethical rules, yama and niyama. Let's start at the base of the spine. The color is red, and there's 7 tones with the same seed mantra. So call and response. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat. Lam, 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 lam. Now move up to the next one, Svayasthana. Color is orange. Vam, 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 vam. The sacral area. Vam, 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 vam. go to the navel area. The color is yellow. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. Next, move up to the heart. The color is green. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Next is the throat. This one's called Vishuddha. Color is blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Third eye is next. Color's indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Last but certainly not least, the crown chakra, violet. One long sustained om. Just allow the breath to carry the sound through until you run out of breath. We'll do it twice. Inhale. Once again, at the crown, color violet. Inhale. Keep your attention fixed there for a moment. Fix your mind on the infinite grace within. And through the practice, we cultivate all the divine qualities. Truth, compassion, non-attachment, non-stealing, containment, purity, contentment, passion for the practice, complete surrender to God, the highest self, and the thirst for the divine knowledge through study, through self-study, and through study of the sacred texts. And through the discernment that we gain through all the experiences, we gain a knowledge that break the patterns that cause suffering. Through discernment, we learn to distinguish what is real and what is not real, what is illusion, and what is the true self, the nature of the true self. And with that comes the bliss. So let us now practice. Let's try to remain in adherence to the practice. And therefore you reap all the benefits. Have no attachments. Just do the practice simply because it must be done. Imagine it, therefore, as your divine duty. So now on that note, let's begin. come to standing. So start off by establishing that deep connection with the divine within, the divine essence within. Bring the arms up over the head, the palms facing up from the fingertips. Inhale the best down through the arms and into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it in the heart, located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, just the breath leads back out through the arms. 2, 3, 4. Everything that you pulled in stays in. 6, 7, 8. Inhale again, the best down through the arms and into that spiritual heart. 3, 4. Feel it all flooding in, everything you need. 6, 7, 8. Holding again in the heart as an offering to God. Exhale out through the fingertips again. 2, 3, 4. Everything that pulls in, you pulled in stays in. 7, 8. Last time. Inhale, draw in everything you need. Imagine yours. That at your heart there's a strong magnet, pulling it all there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it in the heart. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your arms down now. We'll continue with the exercises. Do them with vigor. Do them with enthusiasm. Do the breathing with concentration and vigor as well in order to get the full benefit of the exercises. So through these exercises we generate heat, which helps to remove the impurities. So now stand with the hands on the hips. Start off by just rolling the head around. Imagine the head is very heavy, rolling all the way around its pivot points, the top of the neck. These help to also loosen the joints, keep the joints in a state of radiant health. And then the other way now. Try to get the ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back. And then release. Arms up, inhale, exhale down. Inhale straight up with the arms. Exhale, pull down. Now in front of the body, inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Release. Arm swings back and forth. And then release. Arms across the chest, inhale. Exhale, throw them back. And then release. Now arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, throw the body down onto the legs. And one more. Just hang out here for a moment. And then roll your way up. Next one, there's a squat. So if you can't come down all the way, just come down to the level that you can. Just be mindful of the knees. Inhale, reach up over the head. Come down into a squat. Press right back up. Elbows out to the side and twist from side to side. And then come back to the center. Next one again, doing squats. So inhale, 4 movements. Sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, swing down. One more. And then release. Next one, arms in front of the body, the starting position. Inhale, circle around backwards to the front. Exhale, pull in, then punch right back out. And now, the arms come down. The same movement, but you're going a full circle and a quarter. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in, and then drop the arms back down. And then release. Bring the feet a little bit further apart, toes beyond the edges of the mat. We're going to go from side to side. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. Continue. And then release. Next one, we can do it with me. Left arm up, the same movement. Hold the breath, however, and go deeper into the bend if you can. Then exhale, come back up. Inhale, right arm up. Hold the breath, go to the left. And then release. As you get accustomed to the movement, you can go deeper. Raise your arm up. Bend to your right again. Coming back on the exhale. And to the left. Try not to incur wrinkles in the underside of the body at the waist. Feel as though you had weights attached to all the fingertips. And allow the arms to sink with that heaviness. Allow your body to go more deeply into the stretch. All beings are feeling this through your body. So keep on trying to deliver the best experience possible. Eventually this extends into your day-to-day life. Every action, thought, word. Think of the divine essence within that is receiving all the benefits, all the fruits, and sending them out to all beings, since that divine essence is present in all beings. We are all one. So through the practice, we revere that divine essence that is within all. Nice long stretch here. And then return. Okay, so now let's come on to the hands and knees. Inhale, arch the back, push the chest forward. Exhale, round the back, push the heart right between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Powerful movements. Inhale. Telescope neck out, shoulders. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the belly button down, stretch the belly skin. Exhale. Push it right through the lower back, stretch the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the shoulder blades coming together on the inhale. Sinking down, exhale. Separating as you push them up and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral. It's a good one. It just stimulates all the, it generates some heat there. Raise your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Swing it up to the right. Imagine your leg is a great big pendulum. Working the hip joint. Throw it up and back, the head up and back as well. And then the other leg. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, throw it up to your left. Come down onto the belly. Want to anchor down through the lower body, the hips, the tops of the feet, thighs. If you can, join your hands together. If it's too much, just keep your hands apart. Or you can just keep your hands on the ground the whole time. Okay, with the palms facing up, the backs of the hands on the ground. Engage the bugs in the upper back and come up on the inhale. Back down, exhale. Up. Down, up, 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 and down, and relax. Breathe in, breathe out, relax everything. Right, next one. Arms out in front. Options, you can raise your legs and arms up at the same time. Exhale back down. Or if you have more strength and more energy, you can swing the legs up, and when the legs come down, the action of the hips and the chest pushing to the ground will propel the upper body up. So it looks like this. Okay, so try not to use your hands too much. Use the action, again, the rocking motion of the hips and the chest and the shoulders. All right, begin. Forehead down, breathe in, breathe out. Some exercises might not come automatically so easily, just keep practicing, and eventually the body will become smooth and comfortable in the movement. So now we're coming back into child's pose. The seat on the heels. This one has 4 movements. Inhale, we're going to come up into high cat, rounding your back. Exhale, chest forward, hips down, head back, cobra. Inhale, back into high cat. Exhale, seat behind the heels. Child's pose. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, telescope the chunk out of the hips, the neck out of the shoulders. Back up, inhale, round your back. Stretch the back neck, exhale all the way back. Try not to close up the airway when your chin, bring your chin comes in. Inhale up. And then forward, up, and back. And try to move in a way that keeps the curve of the spine smooth. Inhale. Exhale, never any sharp folds at either end at the lower back or the back and neck up. All the way back. Inhale out. Exhale forward. Imagine you're a wave on the ocean. Up, powerful. And all the way back. And constant inhale, rising up out of the water. Exhale, reaching the full height. Inhale, start to diminish, cresting. Exhale, disappearing back into the water. Inhale up. So you have to use some of these types of visualizations sometimes to help you picture the movement that you're trying to create. And all the way back, exhale. Inhale, copy the form on all levels, mentally, physically, even emotionally. Up and back. Inhale. Exhale. And then it allows you eventually to tap into the consciousness and be one with that form. And back, exhale. And that's when the comfort comes. With that ease of just trying to be and be one with them. And back, exhale. One more, inhale up. Forward. Up, round your back. And all the way back. And then rest here. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Now coming back into plank. What was I doing? Yeah, onto your belly. And then, I forgot one. Bring the seats all the way back. So I'm going to glide forward into cobra. So tug at the floor with your arms, slide forward between your arms. Coming up into cobra. Hold the pose. Hold the breath. And all the way back. Seat behind the heels. If it's easier for you to come from baby plank on the inhale and drop your hips down and then bring your head up, you can do that as well. Now hold the breath. Modify according to your condition. And back, exhale. And forward, inhale. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Imagine you are the serpent. Be regal and wise. Imagine having that boundless range of motion. Be calm and collected. All the way back, exhale. Inhale. Try to see the divine essence in all beings. Hold the breath, hold the pose. The beauty and the magnificence reflected in each and every body in its unique way. All the way back, exhale. Inhale, glide forward. Tug at the floor with the arms as you're trying to pull the floor towards you. This propels you forward with more power and ease. And back, exhale. Inhale. Rise up, mighty, strong. And back, exhale. This time, you can take it to the next level if you like. King Cobra. Come up. Come on, its fingertips. Open up the legs a little bit. Try to bring your toes to your head. Imagine Imagine you're holding socks behind your knees. And back, exhale. Inhale, come forward. Doesn't matter if you can't touch your head with your toes. Just do your best. Just get into the action of just moving again, all the joints, sometimes at the same time. And back through the practice, the body becomes efficient and learns. You retain your own tricks for getting into the poses. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale. Come up. The king of the serpents. And back. You want to come right onto your fingertips and try to have your hands as close to your hips as possible to be able to allow you to extend fully. And back, exhale. Inhale. Roll the shoulders back, get the whole body from the tops of the legs and up off the ground. And back, exhale, one more. Inhale, draw the body forward and then up. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Back, exhale. Relax here, breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Now come back onto your belly, flip over onto your back. All right. Now tucks. Raise your arms overhead, stretch. And then exhale, pull the knees in towards the chest, chin to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale, make the body look like a fist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend. This time, hold your breath. Pull the shoulders up to the knees, chin between the knees. See if you can get your forehead to your thumbs. If your forehead doesn't touch, no worries. Just keep your concentration there anyways, in the space between the eyebrows. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend again. Hold all the attention at the third eye. Everything stops. All the mind fluctuations, mind movements, even the emotions are frozen. And release. Learn to stay quiet in the mind, even in the midst of all the activity, all the restlessness, all that you're passing through. Remain unconcerned, unbothered, unjudging. Release, exhale. Inhale, extend. Hold and tuck. The stillness we find under breath retention, the stillness of the mind, try to retain that throughout whatever you're doing. And back, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. When the mind is quiet, it becomes craving free as well, free of attachments would cause suffering ultimately. Release, exhale. Good. And breathe in. Breathe out. Just allow the arms to fall by the sides of the body again. Let go of all tension, all effort. Now get ready to stand. Place your hands beside your body and then swing your legs up. You can bring them all the way back behind the head if you like, and then roll up. Plant your feet down, come up, and come up to standing. And so now we'll continue. Come to the top of the mat. Okay. Now, keep in the spirit of offering up the practice, renouncing all the fruits, and merging with all beings through that divine essence within. So Surya Namaskar, raise your arms up over the head, reach up, arch back as you see fit. Engage spikes in upper back. Exhale, come all the way down. Uttanasana, chest on the thighs. Bend your knees if you need to, bring your hands flat on the ground. Right foot back, drop down the knee, drop down the seat. Come into high plank. Bring the knees down the seat all the way back behind the heels. Now glide forward, right into cobra from here. Shoulders back. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana with the seat. Bring the heart down towards the ground, the head down towards the ground as well. Right foot forward. If that's difficult, you can bring the back knee down. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, just use your right hand to assist it forward. Push the seat in. And then bring the feet back together, chest on the thighs, head down, Uttanasana. Come right up, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Lengthen through the whole front of the body, create space, approach your true nature, which is boundless in its potential. Come forward and down into Uttanasana. Left foot back, lower down the knee, push the seat in again, into the plank. Lower down the knees, the seat all the way back. Glide between the arms slowly into the cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana with the seat up and back. And then the left foot steps forward, sink down to the seat. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push the body against the legs, head down. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back again. Stretch. Pull the body down. Uttanasana. A gesture of humility. The head down. Right foot back. This time, do not lift it. Bring the knee back down to the ground. Keep the back leg strong. Into high plank. Bring the seat back. Knees are up. And see if you can pull right through into upward facing dog. Push through with your toes. Pull the elbows towards the body. And push through the hands. If it's too much, just do what we did before with sliding forward and keep your hips on the ground. Back into downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward again, so you can keep the back knee lifted. Press the back knee up towards the sky. And then send the left foot forward to meet the right, Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back again. Hips forward, chest high. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Keep moving according to condition. Left foot back, back knee stays lifted. Into the plank. Bring the seat all the way back behind the heels, but keep the knees up, and then glide forward or swing up into upward facing dog or cobra as you see fit. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the heart to fall, the head comes towards the ground. Left foot back, forward, back knee lifted, push back through the right heel. Send the feet together, Uttanasana. Come right to stand, reach up and back. Hands come back to the heart. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body move with even more steadiness, grace, and ease. Pull the body down onto your legs. So from here, right foot back, lower down the knee, sink down to the seat. Raise your arms up. Sink down to the seat, circle the arms down, allow the head to fall back. Make a gesture like you're opening yourself up to divine grace. Reach the arms up. Circle the arms down. And then up again. Imagine that the arms are attached to everything inside the body above the hips. Good. And then plant your hands. Come back into high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through into the cobra. Shoulders back, neck long. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Mount the heart towards the ground. And then the right foot steps forward. Lower the back down. Lower the knee back on the back knee. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, sink the seat forward. Circle the arms down. Inhale, come up again. And then down. Allow the head to fall back. Just your being completely open, surrendering. And circle down. Now plant your hands back down on either side of the right foot. Bring the left foot into knee. It's Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Reach up and back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Pull the arms up over the head. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and uniform. The breath will figure it out and deliver ease and steadiness and grace and movement. Left leg back. Bring the knee down. Inhale, come up. This time, open up to the right. Every movement, expressing an intention. This one, open yourself up, being receptive to all perspectives, all experiences. Everything, everyone has something valuable to offer, every experience. And then back into high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Right through into the cobra. Adho Mukha Samana. Lift the seat up and back. Allow the head to drop below the arms. Left foot forward, back knee down, sit down for the seat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, circle down. Inhale again, come up. Just keep watching the body moving all by itself with grace, with ease, with power. Up. Circle down. Just picture in your mind how you want the body to move. This will translate into movements. You become what you believe, what you see. Come all the way up. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Good. One more variation. Raise your arms up, hips forward. Go down into Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. Glue the belly to your legs. Push the chest forward as you try to get beyond your knees. Exhale, dive down a little bit more. Bring the top of the head towards the ground, the arms over the head. Keep your knees bent if you need to keep your belly connected to your thighs. And then release the hands. From here, plant your hands down. See if you can come forward. So lower your seats if you like. Squeeze your shoulders against squeeze your inner thighs against the shoulders. Into your shoulders, and then here. Press into your hands, push into your hands, hold your breath. See if you come up into Kakasana, crow pose. Flex your feet to keep your body up more easily. Now from here, you can either bring your feet down and walk back into Chaturanga, or press into your hands, hold your breath, and shoot your legs back into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. So if you were in Cobra, you can see you can bend your toes under and then lift your legs, your hips and your knees up off the ground. Now push through the base of the toes, send your heels back, send your head back. Make like a dog howling at the moon. Then roll over your toes, tuck your chin in, back into Downward Facing Dog. Pulse here. Just try to get your chest down towards the ground. The top of the head comes down. Make like a dog, stretching its back. Look like a dog who's loyal to its master. Good. Now from here, lift the heels, bend the knees, lift the hands. Hop or walk forward. Bend your knees again. Join your hands behind the back. And then plunge the head down. Uttanasana again. Face the shins if your legs are straight. Your whole body glued against the front of the legs. And then come all the way up. Reach up and back over the head. Hands back to the heart. One more like that. Raise your arms up. Stretch the whole front of the body. Come forward down into Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Chest on your thighs. Pull the hands back. And then plunge your head down towards the earth. Tuck the chin in. Keep your body on against your legs if you can, but keep your knees bent if you need to. And plant your hands down. So you can either do Kakasana again, so you lower your seat, you bring your elbows in towards the body, you squeeze your shoulders into the inner thighs and vice versa, and you tilt forward, keep your head up. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can bring your knees right into your armpits, keep your arms straight, come into Bakasana if you know that variation. Bring your toes up. And from here, hold your breath and jump back or walk. Bring your feet down and walk back into Chaturanga. into upward facing dog. This time, oscillating between the two poses. Round your back, back into downward facing dog. Melt the heart. Roll forward over your toes into upward facing dog again. Back the other way. Round your back and back into downward facing dog. One more time. Roll forward over your toes into upward facing dog and back into downward facing dog. Getting ready to come forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, hold the breath. Hop or walk forward, pull the body down onto your legs, Uttanasana. Again, you can bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, go a little bit deeper. Imagine top of the head's going to touch the feet at any moment. Eventually, if you have good shoulder mobility, the hands will come right in front of the head. Release, come all the way up to standing, reach up and back. And bring it back, hold the hands to the heart. Good. Now from here, balance poses. Taking your left, standing on your left foot, bring your right foot up. Bring it into tree pose. If you have a lotus, you can go ahead and do your lotus. And you can hold on to it with your left hand if you need to. Push the edge of the foot into the thigh, might help. If you know other variations, you can do that. You can take your right arm, take hold of the elbow, or bend down. If you can, take hold of the big toe. And bring your left hand back to Yana Mudra. So this is one version. If you're doing a normal tree, your arms come up, one or both at the same time. Reach up, nice and tall. Just imagine a tree, be steady, majestic. Reach for the sun. Just like a tree goes ever taller, more resplendent with the absorption of the light and the warmth from the sun. Good. Now from here, release the foot. Take the left hand to the outside of the knee, right hand on the seat. So you can look behind. And you can extend the right arm out. If you're more flexible, you can slide your hand down. Take hold of the outer edge of the foot and push to the base of the toe, the big toe, especially. Now from here, bring the foot in. Let's try to come into another one. So if you need to take your fingertips down to the ground, totally fine. Straight line, like you're lying on your belly. You can take your arms up to the side like airplane, or take your arms forward, warrior 3. Press into your left foot, bend your knees slightly to come up, and release. Try it on the other foot now. Plant down through the right foot, take your left foot up. Again, you can take whatever version you like. The tree pose with your foot against the inseam, push the base of the toes and the heel and the toe pads into the thigh. Bring your hands to the heart. You can come up. Or you can do any of those variations, like your lotus. Try to have your knee down. You can hold on to the foot with your right hand, or reach around with your left hand. Try to take hold of the foot, or even just the elbow. And then raise the right arm up. Or you can keep it at the heart. Stand tall and straight and supreme. Now, try to keep your focus steady. Release the left leg from where it is. Just have the knee in front. And then turn slowly to your left, bring your left arm back. You can look behind you if you like. You can even slide your hand down, bring your knee up if you a little bit higher so you can find the edge of the foot more easily. And then once you have the foot, push out to the base of the big toe, roll the left hip down. Turn your chest fully to your left. Bring the foot in. Gangway for warrior 3 or airplane, or in front or out to the side. leg does not come up super high, just at the height of the hip. Stretch. Lines true and strong like this spear, the weapon of a warrior. And then bend the standing leg a little bit, push into the foot, and come up. Good, now stand in the middle of the mat. Fingertips in line with the elbows. Jump your feet apart. Go to your left. If you can't see the screen anymore, just turn 180 degrees around. Keep your arms at the same height as the shoulders. If you can't get your knee over the toes, come down lower. Strong and long, true lines. Swing the right arm up to meet the left. Virabhadrasana 1. If your hip doesn't turn, it's stuck. You can see if you can lift the back heel up. You might be able to square your hips to the front of the mat a little bit more easily. The head all the way back. Adjust your devotion. Open yourself up to service, divine service. Lower the back knee down. Copy asana from here. Rock the shoulders back and forth. Try to get the arms beside, maybe behind the ears a little bit. Lift the chest up. Pull the body out of the hips and go back. If it's too much, you can take your hands on the front knee. Lean away from the leg. Try to keep your lower back from getting all crunched up. Keep on lifting the body by the hips. Curl the tail under as well to remove any sharp bends or folds in the lower back or the back of the neck. And then come back upright. Press your hands in the front knee. Lift up so the shoulders over the hips. Bend the toes under and the back foot. I'm going to do this way so you can see. Legs like a box. Right arm up. Now, if you can, angle the toe and knee towards the right. Hold the leg in place with your left hand and pull the right arm down just so the armpit is on the outside of the knee. Left hand pushes into right. You have to push down. Maybe a fist is easier for some. And then try to get your belly higher than the thigh. And then roll the left shoulder all the way back. Pull the left hip back. Telescope the head forward. And then as you exhale, turn more. Try to get your chest to come. Some of the chest come to your thumbs. And the chest and the face to come right up. This is, if you want to take a bind, you can go into the bind. Move your seat back a little bit. Use the left hand to guide the hand through. Use the left hand as it comes over the back to pull the hand through. And then you can take the left wrist with your right hand or lock the fingers together. Action is to take the back knee up. If this is all too much, just stay upright. Hand on the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat. Sacrum, inhale, push the lower back up. And in, turn to your left. So again, move according to your abilities. From the side, it looks like this. Hold your breath as you're taking the knee up off the ground. Sometimes it helps. Don't move too fast. That causes you sometimes to lose your balance. Break the pose. Release the bind if you have it. Bring your left foot out a little bit more to the outside. Slide your right toes all the way back. Roll to the right so you can get the right hip and the right forearm to anchor down. Roll to your left. Get your left hip down. Left arm, hip down, and maybe the forearm as well. If your hip is very high from the ground, you can just stay on your hands. But if you slide your right toes back and keep extending through the chest and the head, you might be able to get lower. The idea is to try to get your hips down so that eventually the rest of the body can follow. Be very flexible. You can go right down onto your belly and then onto your chest. Keep the knee close to the shoulder. The knee stays in the same line as the heel. Or the ankle, I guess, front of the ankle. Good, now come back onto your hands. Right hand stays where it is, a little, well, comes a little bit in front of the shoulder. Bounce the left, right knee in and slide your left foot back. And stay in modified side plank like this, or you can maybe take your hip up off your hip up off the ground, your knee up off the ground. Bring your hips up, keep your arms, your legs crossed, or do other variations. Let your leg fly up, toes come back, slide back, come into wild thing if you like. Be creative, just go to the, just exercise your potential. Make sure you don't drop into your shoulder. Keep your hip up. Then come all the way back, spin on the right hand, keep your hip up, back into plank position. Good. Bring the feet up and back, downward facing dog, the head down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now bring the left leg up. If you can, bring the head right down to the ground. You can hold on to the edge of the mat if you like. Sometimes it's easier. If you pull, so you can get your head down, and then see if you can reach back. Whoa, that's slippery here. So let's try it again. And see if you can walk your right hand back. Take hold of the leg somewhere. Some of you are more flexible. Take hold of the inside of the heel. Or just try to take your hands alongside your torso. You can keep the fingers on the ground, again, according to your abilities. And then bring the head back up. Bring left foot, swing it between your hands. Spin towards the long edge of the mat. Come all the way up. Go to the other side now. Go to the right. Bend down, nice and deep. Work the hips a little bit. Be strong and mighty like the warrior. And then swing the left arm up to meet the right. Virabhadrasana 1. Again, you can lift your heel if you need to on the back foot. Try to get the right hip back and the left hip forward so that they're even with one another. Stay true to your service, your duty, serving. And then lower the knee down, flatten out the toes, Kapiyasana. Wiggle your shoulders back and forth, pull your arms up and back. Keep your seat nice and close towards front heel to keep your balance. Press into the top of the foot. Again, modify if you need to, but bring your hands on the knee, leaning back. Keep your body extending out of your hips. And then come back upright. Hands on the front knee. Push your way up. Bend the toes under and the back foot so you can again just stay in this variation, in this posture here, the modified version if this is where you're at. Or bow your feet to Paschimottanasana. Angle the toe and knee towards the left, same line. Allow the armpit to rest on the outside of the knee. Right hand pushes into your left. Come up. So not like this. Try not to have if your hands are stuck near the shoulder, your body is low, just keep pushing the right hand down into your left so that your center of the chest comes up, the belly comes higher than the thigh, and then you have more room to spin. Good this way. And then if you like, take the bind. So from here, push the seat back. The elbow stays in the space below the knee, that's why you want to have the armpit resting on your leg. It gives you a little bit more of an ability to get your hand underneath the leg where it needs to go by creating more space between the foot and the seat. Right arm goes over the back, tug the hand further out, and then you can join the fingers, lock the fingers together, or take hold of the right wrist of your left hand. Pull the right shoulder back. Try to get your chest and face to turn up so you can lift up off your knee as well. Try to get your shoulders in the same line, or beyond. The shoulders come eventually the same height. Looks like you're lying on your back eventually. Break the pose. Back knee comes down. Flatten out the toes. Slide your foot all the way back so the hip will come down. If you're kind of stuck up here, just imagine you have rocks in your hip pockets and in your thighs, and then maybe the hips will sink down. You have to sink down your hips, and then eventually your belly will follow when the hips are down, and maybe eventually the chest as well. Keep telescoping your chest forward. The longer you extend, the closer you come to the ground. Be like a lizard sunning yourself on a warm earth. And press back up. If you're on the forearms, come back onto your hands. Bounce the left knee in underneath the hip. Left hand a little bit in front of the shoulder. Right leg comes back. You can stay in modified side plank if you like. Push your hips forward, bring the right arm up. If you can, lift the back knee up off the ground, left knee. Come into the full Vasisthasana. Make sure again you're not dropping to shoulder. Keep your neck long, your arm fully extended. If you want to go into wild thing, you can then slide your right toes back just alongside the left knee. Slide your left foot in a little bit. Push your hips up, so you're trying to get over the knee, over the foot even, and come up. And then coming back, keep your hip high, spin on your left hand, back into downward facing dog. Now from here, raise your right leg up. So you can get your head to the ground. Again, you can reach, try to grab the front edge of the mat. And then keep your weight on your right hand. So you can take your left hand, walk it back. So you can take your arm up somewhere along the torso, on the left leg, maybe eventually on the inside of the heel. And step on your fingers with your heel. Bring the left hand back down. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Come forward. It's a plank. Lower the right knee down to the ground just underneath the belly. Turn your toes up towards the left. And slide your left knee in right behind it. Toes come to the right. And then sit between your heels. Now, if it's too much for your knees, you can just sit and go in on your feet, just like this. Okay, so with your thighs together. Right. If you're sitting between your heels, also if your hips don't come down all the way, just sit on a blanket or a block or something. Make sure both sides of the seat are equally grounded. Raise your right arm up, take the elbow up high and bend the arm. Try to get your hand down between your shoulder blades. Use your left hand to assist it coming up higher, the hand come down further down the back. And then the left hand comes up, and you can join your hands together if you like. Otherwise, just keep your hand on the elbow. Push into the back of the heart. Set your sights high in every sense. Try to get your elbows in line with one another. Coincident with the spine, the head centered between the two elbows. Keep the face soft. Eyes shouldn't look like they're popping out of the head. Try to embody grace and softness, resilience, quietness. Tuck the chin in, allow the right elbow to come down, and release. And then from here, walk back out into plank. And then lower the left knee down underneath the belly, the toes come out to the right. Right knee moves in, and the toes go out to your left. And then pull on your feet so your feet are right beside your hips. Or sit on your, just stay sitting on your feet with your thighs together. Left arm up this time, pull the elbow up high, and then bring the hand down the center of the back. Push the heart up and forward from behind like you're offering it up. Make a gift of your heart, of your love. Send it out to all beings everywhere. Try to move your elbows in the same line. And at the same time, tug on the hands, get them further down the back, towards the lower back. And release. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Move forward. So from here, come back into table, and then lower the head down. Slide your seat back so that your forehead comes close to the knees, your seat is on the heels. Come into
Hare pose. Push your seat up, round your back. You feel like your neck is bending here. You're coming limp on the back of the head. If it's too much pressure, if it's very, very uncomfortable, you can just move your head forward so that when your seat comes up over the heels, you're more on the top head as opposed to the back of the head. But otherwise, stretch the back of the neck. If you want, you can even take your knees up off the ground. Walk your hands beside your head like you're about to, and then see if you can get all the way. Again, know your abilities, know your limitations. Make it so you're about to go right into plow. Forearms a little bit easier if they're on the ground as opposed to just on your hands. So that you get your toes, your shoulders right on the ground. And then back. Lower the knees down, and then the forehead comes down to the ground. Sit your seat on the heels, breathe in, and breathe out. And roll all the way up. Come standing on your knees, your knees a little bit apart. Start with your toes bent under. Push through the base of the toes. You can keep your hands on the seat, push into the seat, pull down. Lift the chest. Try to get your elbows towards another behind the back. The head goes back. If you feel comfortable, really push into the base of the toes, lean back, hold your breath. Let's do this. Take the right hand to the right heel, left hand to left heel. Your thumb on the inside, your other fingers on the outside, and then bring your heels together. Lock the baby fingers together, and then allow the hips to come forward all the way as though you're about to drop onto your hips, onto your thighs. Rabbit pose. Keep reaching forward. Stretch the whole front of the body. And then press into your heels with your hands. Lean back. Separate your heels. One hand to the right hand to the right side of the seat, left hand to the left side of the seat. Push in and pull down as you come up. Child's pose. Forehead on the ground, breathe in. Breathe out, soften. Come forward onto your belly. Take hold of the heels, if you can, the ankles. Flex your toes. It's the same pose, but you're on a belly. Look for all the similarities in the poses. Maybe they'll help you sometimes in the poses you don't quite get. If you associate with something familiar, then it becomes, the body knows what to do. Now push the heels away from your head. Pull with your feet. You keep your thighs on the ground, or if you can, pull on the feet. Try to get your thighs up off the ground. Rock a little bit on your belly. Prevents the gas from building up. Look up, maybe you see your toes at some point. Try not to have your feet way, way, way apart. Your knees touch hip width apart. Same with your feet. And then pull the heels in towards the seat. Relax. Forehead on the ground, breathe in. or chin on ground, breathe out, exhale. And just flip onto your back from here. Right, now, hands just on the sides of the body, palms down, lift up the seat from the ground, tuck your shoulders under. Bridge pose, try to get your chest right up against the chin. Push with your feet as we're trying to push the floor away from you. Now if you feel you can go a little bit further, you can lift your heels, walk them even a little bit closer so that your chest comes up. Try to get your chest looking like a wall. And then lower the heels, but don't drop all the height, don't drop the hips, don't lose any of the height that you just created. If you want, you can support your body by bringing your hands up on your seat. You can have your fingers facing towards the toes if you like. Elbows move closer. If you feel comfortable, raise the left leg up. Extend the legs straight up. If you can, hold your breath. Bring your left foot up further forward towards your head, beyond your head. Keep pushing into forearms and send the other foot up. And then from here, you can come right into shoulder stand. Push your hips all the way forward and your feet up towards the sky. So this is an option again. If you feel comfortable there, go ahead. Straight line from the toes all the way down to the chin. You can bring your feet back behind the head. Try not to drop them down too fast. Have control. Bring the feet down behind your head. Plow pose. Your feet come all the way down. You can take your hands down behind your body. Palms down. Slide your feet further away so you get more of a back stretch. If you want, you can drop your thighs down by your head, your thighs on and your chest together. Slowly come out. If you're in bridge, just come down. If you're in shoulder stand, roll back out. Bring your legs down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Now move your hands underneath your seat. Tuck your shoulders under. Fish pose. Move your thumbs and your index fingers, thumbs touching, thumb tips touching, index fingers touching, other fingers long, extended. Now push into lower arms, lift your back up off the ground, push your chest up so you can get your elbows closer, right underneath the heart. And if you can't, take that top of the head to the ground. If it doesn't reach, your head's suspended, it's very uncomfortable, you can place something underneath your head to support it. And now Bhastrika breath. If you feel comfortable first though, you can raise your legs up, charge your legs about 45 degrees. And then breathe very fast. Lower the legs down slowly. Push into forearms. Take your weight off your head and then roll back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now from here, bring your knees in towards your body, chest, so your thighs on your side of the belly, your knees at the shoulders, press down on the shins. Move into happy baby. Take outer edges of the feet, rock from side to side a little bit. Here, slide your hands the inside of the thighs or your shins if you're more flexible. You can try to take hold of the heels from the inside. Your thumbs are on top of your heels and try to bring your toes down alongside the shoulders. And same line as the shoulders, the sacrum stays on the ground. And move your legs back together. Press your hands on the backs of on your calves and pull your legs towards your body. Roll the thighs down and outwards. Keep your feet on the ground. And hold your ankles, bring your feet down, right alongside the hips, walk them out to the edges of the mat. Arms out to the side like a T, and bring both knees down towards your left. Really point through that left knee, so you're trying to touch the front end of the mat, the far end of the mat that's farthest away from you. Get a nice stretch from the left shoulder all the way down to the knee. Lift your left side of the seat up, oriented towards the right. Get your left knee to come all the way to the ground. And going back to the center, go to the other side. Knees drop over to the right. And really point that right knee towards the front end of the mat, the front left corner of the mat. So get as much distance between your right shoulder and the right knee. Release. Just extend your legs now in front. Feet fall away from another beyond the edges of the mat. Arms come a little bit closer in halfway. Palms facing up. Just take a deep breath in here. Exhale, remove all fatigue. Imagine you're fainting. Imagine you're becoming unconscious. Surrender all effort, all tension. The practice is try to bring in all the elements. It's an ideal balance between a strength and drive, the effort, but with softness and surrender as well. There's a time to move, to try to to move and to be active. Do your duty according to your dharma, according to your way, your skills and your gifts, but there's also time to be quiet and still. But through it all, just remain as a witness, observing it all without any judgment. Remain unconcerned, unaffected. We're constantly being thrown into different situations. So the state of the gunas, it's always shifting. That puts us in different states of being. Dance with it all. Be accepting of it all. Everything will ultimately work out perfectly in the best way possible to evolve. To learn from our past deeds. And to learn to break those patterns that cause suffering. Those patterns of behavior that cause pain and suffering. What it ultimately boils down to is to be compassionate and loving towards all. And when you stay in that mindset, You attract all the good circumstances. You attract all those who are like-minded, who help you, who inspire you, who motivate you to stay on your path. Now prepare to come back from Shavasana. Make an intention ingrained in your heart to remain loving and compassionate towards all beings. Say to yourself 3 times the following sentence. My compassion is extending to all beings everywhere. Now let's put that into practice. Return now to seated position. Moving slowly, moving reverently, moving silently. And we'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Much love. Have a wonderful day.